as I was saying, the grace and mercy of the Lord Jesus Christ, you know, I'm a power example on the love of God. You know, I struggled in my early 20s and 30s and even up to my 40s with a lot of violence, a lot of drugs. And it was just, you know, I found Alcoholics Anonymous. That was my starting point to come into AA to deal with my drinking problem. I've been on methamphetamines and cocaine. I've taken a lot of different drugs over my years, and I just couldn't fathom the love and the depth of the grace and mercy of Jesus that you know, He died for us in our sins, and you know, I needed this stuff in my system to survive. And what I've seen, and especially on the road and around the traps and the highways and the byways I get, is the drug addicts and the prostitutes and the violent men that the Lord brings into my life as a saved Christian. You know, to be able to just sit down and form a friendship and be able to talk to these people and just to be able to steer them into places that, you know, and to help them and to walk beside them and you know, as I said, my morals were very low and it's just unbelievable what the Lord has done in my life. And you know, if he can do it in a bloke like me, you know, I'm an ex-hero by trade and a bushy and you know, I've never really had a stable job. I've worked here and I've worked there and you know, if the Lord can do that in my life to bring me along a path with his peace and serenity and purpose in my life, He can do it for everybody that walks this planet. And you know, the biggest part that I find is just the willingness to want to change, just to be able to go along. You know, I never felt like I fitted in at school. I never felt like I fitted in society. I never felt like I fitted in even when I was in the motorcycle club. You know, I never ever felt like I fitted in. And today I've got a purpose, and today I fit in and be part of, and I try and put a lot back. And I know that there's a lot of hurting people out there, and He can do for you what He's done for me. It's just being able to find somebody to pray and to drop to your knees and just cry out to God. You know, my first prayer to the Lord was, if there is a God, can you reveal yourself to me? And you know, nothing sort of happened for the first couple of weeks when I prayed that prayer. And then all of a sudden there was people came into my life that I could relate to, that had been where I'd been, that had done the things that I'd done, that was just as violent, if not more violent than what I was, and had greater addictions and greater problems than I had. And they'd turned their life around for the love of Jesus. You know, and that's what got me in, because I wanted what these people had. I was always lost, I was always looking, I was always searching, and I could never find anything decent, anything around that would give me that peace of mind. I sought for drugs, alcohol and violence, and all that done was get me locked up and put away from society, you know. And you know, when I just gave my life to the Lord and just wanted to, you know, just be fair dinkum with God, you know, that this is a walk I want to take. I'm looking for a better life. I want to be able to go and help people. Many of these hurting people out in the streets, I find, you know, they help each other. Even in full-blown addiction, they're out helping their mate, you know, that falls over or whatever. You know, the nature of these people, the person within inside them, the heart that's within these people. You know, the Lord can work with you. He worked with my heart, you know, and you know, and I've still got a long way to go, and I'm hungry for the Lord these days. You know, and I always ask the Lord to put people in my path, and He's done that. You know, the biggest symbol that still blows me away today is the eagle in the sky. You know, I can be out west, I can be over the coast, no matter where I am, and if I'm feeling a little bit down or whatever, I go to prayer with Jesus. You know, and I ask for that sign and wonder to pick myself up, because it's not easy being a Christian. It's not easy at all, because of expectations that sometimes the church has put on you and things like that. But to have the freedom to be able to just call on God at any time of day or night, and to ask Him to give you that peace, to ask Him to show you that symbol or sign, And some people get it through other ways. I've always looked up in the sky and there's been an eagle there all the time. And it just blows me away that the Lord just speaks to me. You know, I haven't heard anything sort of audible too much, but just with people that the Lord's put in my life, and around the traps and the places I go, it's just amazed me. It just amazed me. Yeah, if you think you've done, done too bad in life or whatever you've done, there's nothing that, Ned Kelly and myself, I mean, I've been forgiven. And it doesn't matter where you've been or what you've done. God is a saving God. He delivers us out of the evil one's hands. He's done that for me and he can do that for you. It's amazing, amazing, amazing grace, amazing grace. All you need to do is call on him and he'll deliver you out of anything. With a sincere heart, just call on him. Call on your God and he will deliver you.